What are we gonna do from here on out? There's no point hanging around here. It's only going to make us feel worse. Let's head back to Fawnset and talk there. Agreed. Let's get going then. We'll get somewhere comfortable and then think about the hard stuff. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Nia has unleashed her true power. Now Rex can engage Nia as a blade. Naturally, Nia can still maintain her driver form while traveling. When you want to engage Nia as a blade, go to main menu, characters, then select the driver Nia and press Y. When you want to travel with Nia in her driver form, go to main menu, characters, then select blade Nia and press Y. That hurts me. Even when the tutorials give you good information, they misspell a word at a big moment. And of course, it can't be Pyra's tutorial that has a typo in it. Can't be Poppy's tutorial that has a typo in it. Nope, has to be Nia's. Poor Nia.
What have we here?
It's fine though. Game scripts have hundreds of thousands of words in them nowadays, and it's impressive that they don't have more typos than they already do. Nia, this is your day, not a typos day. The typo is just the chip on your shoulder. Wow.
Come out.
Hopefully now it comes together, if you didn't see eye to eye with me before, how Nia could be my favorite character. She's been entertaining, sure. Watching her bickering with Rex has been a fun pastime all the way from the beginning. Her being around has always made Rex a better character, and the two of them have complemented each other well from the very beginning. And she might be the most clever idea for a party member in this huge ensemble cast of, what, 50 different characters? Just the idea of a playable flesh eater and how much that opens options for the rest of the party. It's a pretty status quo shaky thing.
Open up!
She's capable of being used as a driver or a blade. And you might think that it sucks to give up your dedicated healer, but I argue differently. Nia's capabilities as a blade remove the need for a dedicated healer, if there even still was one. She gets this ability just as dedicated healers were going out of style, thanks to items like the modern medal.
Long journeys make Tora tired.
What will
The fresh air. It's like taking off your shoes after a day at school. There is no more relieving feeling. We picked up a lot of core crystals. And I want to know what was in that one legendary core crystal that Adam left for the Aegis's true driver. Not sure on that one. That could go either way. Nope, it's a girl. Renai is an electric bit ball, giving improved evasion while moving, heals 10% of the party's HP upon a blade switch, so she has Ursula's ability, and gains more WP for received from defeating enemies. Okay, interesting taste, Adam. Maybe it was a decoy for people that were after the real thing, and they were like, oh, hey, look, core crystal, turns around and leaves. I don't know. I really don't know.
Who'd have thought that Nia was a blade too?
Why didn't you tell us, Nia?
I just didn't, okay?
No, it's not okay.
You lot really are just children, aren't you?
Huh? What do you mean?
You'll understand one day.
Hey, you know, me, Rex, Nia, we've all got some kind of deep blade connection going on with us, haven't we?
To tell the truth, I am a little envious. Lady Morag?
You know, I'm sure it could be arranged.
Would it leave a scar?
That's kind of part of the bargain.
In that case, maybe not. No, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Relax. Much as I appreciate the sentiment, I wouldn't want you to harm yourself.
I am sorry.
Anyway, what do we do now? It's all well and good that we escaped, but we've got nothing to show for it.
Don't worry. I know where we have to go.
Are you sure, Rex? You know Pyra's location?
I think so. Near the World Tree. I see a rotting titan. She's there.
A rotting titan. Could it be?
What is it? Morag knows such a place?
Close by the World Tree, against the side of the Great Void, I've heard there's a titan known as the Cliffs of Moratha.
Moratha? That name sounds familiar. Lady Morag, there are tales. Tales of a land of the dead, and the cliffs that lead into its depths.
Yes, indeed. The land of Moratha. A place no living soul has ever witnessed. Well then.
Mick, you here again? Is it passion or idiocy?
Patroka. Just ask me out already.
Piss off and die, Mick.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get around to it one of these days.
So, what are you doing anyway?
You know, the Marsanis is the last Tornan warship. I'm readying it for battle with non-mortal opponents.
What are you talking about, non-mortal?
Surely you don't need me to tell you.
You don't mean...
Something wrong? Did you want something?
Oh, food's ready. Get it while it's hot.
You came all the way here to tell me that? You've got quite the crush.
Mick Kyle, I'm gonna crush your...
Okay, got it. Well, I'd better go and eat this delicious spread.
Mick?
Now the question is, how are we getting to the Cliffs of Moratha? I doubt just any sailor would be willing to give us a ride there. Yeah, Uncle Uman's already almost died once thanks to us. We only get one token for that in life. Yeah, they're not gonna be keen on getting that close to the World Tree. In that case, I will charter a military vessel. It may not be the most efficient route, but it will be reliable, I can assure you that much. That our Special Inquisitor thingy! Special Inquisitor. Some might consider this an abuse of my privileges, you know. So, are we headed to the port at Hardhay Ballas and Moradane? Yes. Bridget, would you send word ahead that we are coming? Of course, Lady Morag. Leave it to me. Right, then let's get moving. We've done it. We have found Torna's hideout. The power of foresight was in that third Aegis sword, and that's what we were after. Before we go on the long and perilous fight, we all deserve a good night's sleep. Auntie, let me give you some money. More than 1G. Sorry to bother you, everyone, but there's somewhere I'd like to visit. What's all this about, then? I was hoping to take a look at the Steel of Judgment in the Spirit Crucible Elpis. Would you take me there? You want to just go to the Spirit Crucible Elpis, like it ain't no thing? I mean, sure, I guess, but are you sure? That place is pretty tough on blades. I'm always up for a challenge. Perun, admit it, you just like being in pain. We'll stay there one more night.
Let's make this day count, too.
Ugh, I slept like a
Really? I keep thinking that there's heart-to-hearts from staying at inns at specific times, and there's not. That's gotta be the 4th or 5th time I've thought that, and it wasn't the case. There could just be more to it. So, there's now a heart-to-heart up there, and there's also one inside the Vault of Heroes. You guys pulled off one climb down there, you can whip up another one, right? We aren't going to be getting on the road today, but we are going to be unwinding with a few heart-to-hearts. Very topical heart-to-hearts with things that have been going on.
Oh, what a spectacular view. I can't help but wonder how such a structure was even built.
This place is tough on you blades, huh? It gets to me too, you know.
No, not at all. This is nothing I can't bear.
Yeah, but that's just stubbornness talking, right? You can't fool me.
I said, I'm fine.
Why do you want to come here in the first place, anyway?
Well, why do you think?
Damn, that's the happier option? You really do like being in pain.
You wanted to meet Adam, right?
That's right. Well, to be more precise, I wanted to learn more about him. Pyra and Mithra and Brigid, not to mention Jin and Malos, they all have links to Adam. So I thought by learning about the past, I could understand the present. Perhaps the deeper reason behind the conflict we find ourselves in lies in the depths of history. If I could learn of that reason, it would help me discern my true foe and strike them down without hesitation.
You ever think you might be too serious about stuff? Huh, Perun? And I mean like all stuff?
Oh, I only do what I feel I must. To be my driver's sword and shield is the calling of any blade. So I want to have as much clarity in my purpose as possible. Now, shall we explore these caverns a little more? Please, don't worry about me. Let's keep moving.
Perun's determined attitude is pretty cool and all, but I think I'd better get her out of here before she passes out. You just like being in pain, don't you?
What? Don't misunderstand. Some may feel that way, but I am definitely not one of them. I won't deny that being here causes me untold physical suffering. And yes, I may accept this willingly as a trial to endure. But that does not mean I derive any enjoyment from it.
Not a deviant, eh? Could have fooled me. What did you come here for, then?
Well, I was hoping to learn more about the hero Adam. Pyra and Mithra and Brigid, not to mention Jin and Malos, they all have links to Adam.
From here on out, it's the same, but it's funnier this way.
Understand the present. Wisdom is my nourishment.
These ruins are quite remarkable.
Indeed. This style of architecture cannot be found in Morardain.
There's plenty of ruins in Tantal, too, but nothing quite like this.
Must be something to do with the Titans here.
How would you even build a place like this anyway?
I explained before, did I not?
Probably wasn't listening.
Maybe it was before he joined up with us.
Was it? I can't recall. In any case, no harm in repeating myself. The Leftherian archipelago consists of a mountainous cloud sea formation and numerous titans gathered like islands. All of those smaller titans are circling around a much larger one. But that larger titan is hidden deep within the cloud mountains.
So, looking at the size of these ruins, We must be inside that big titan right now.
Yes, precisely.
Wow, what a crazy sort of place.
That doesn't answer the question of how anyone made all this, though. I mean, I doubt they carried all this rock through the village guardian.
Perhaps it was built before this large titan submerged itself in the Cloud Sea.
Ah, that'd make sense. So back on the surface, it was just like any other titan. Then, at some point, those cloud mountains formed around it, creating the archipelago we know today.
Yes, that would explain how this place came to be. But even so, it would be very difficult to build structures of this size today.
Indeed. We have neither the labor forces required nor sufficient land available. I doubt Moradane, Uriah, or Tantel could construct something like this in today's climate.
Pandy, when I die, you don't have to build a monument this grand for me, okay?
I'm gonna be gone as soon as you are, you know. Besides, I don't think you need a gravestone. A snowman will do for you.
Where am I being buried? Theoswar Reargate? Though a snowman does sound pretty nice.
You're fine with that?
Anyway, while we're talking about graves...
While we're talking about graves... There's a conversation starter.
Where's your grave gonna be, Morag?
My manner of burial is already decided. There is a proud Ardanian tradition to...
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Thanks for the predictable answer.
What? Then ask me again. I will endeavor to make my response more entertaining.
Lady Morag, I don't think there is any need to...
You are aware of how I dislike to be outdone, are you not?
All right, let's do this. Where's your grave going to be?
A snowman at Theoswar Rear Gate.
What?
Wait, are you gonna marry into Tantal royalty or something?
What? Of course I will not. I was just imitating Zeke's amusing remark. Perhaps I should have chosen a grave in Fonset instead.
What?
That's also not exactly it.
Looks like Morag's got a thing or two to learn when it comes to the funnies.
Ah, to be young and carefree again. To think they can joke around in a place like this.
Where's your grave gonna be, Rex?
My grave? I guess I've never thought about it.
You're still pretty young after all.
You calling me old?
I guess I'd probably like to be buried alongside my parents in Fonset.
How would you fancy here in Elpis?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, this place is so big and empty. You die of loneliness.
After he's already dead?
I think I'd rather stay close to the people I love. Though it's still pretty weird to think about.
Well, that's a nice way of looking at it.
The other option was clearly the better of the two. That one's just over before you know it. The scenery and the way it looked, and how cute Gramps looked flying in front of it. It's such a good moment and shot, and I love visually how striking this place is. Over behind the Vale of Weavery, Vale of Weavery, can't even say the wrong thing right. Before the tree, the Lord. What's up? Foorara never been in a place like this before. It very empty and backward. Foorara meant quaint and rural village. Even more calm and relaxed than Gormot's. While being here is like ruckus of Uriah and Morardane is just bad dream. Climate nicer than Tantal too. Very good for living. This place so nice, Foorara wonder why everyone not come here. Indeed. Anyway, Voltus Trade Guild Walkie Walkie Guidebook say, after visit 8 region, Walkie Walkie is complete. Sad to end journey, but Foorara go back now to Voltus Trade Guild. Friends keep Foorara company a long way, so maybe should drop by Voltus and Foorara prepare little thanks. Sorry, not happening. Meh. Oh, Foorara, understand. Voltus Trade Guild too far away for friends to come get thanks. That is shame. Foorara wanted to show friends local shark gecko. Okay, how about Foorara wait for friends on Goldmouth Flight Deck? How that sound? Roger. Hope to see friends soon. We'll go there soon. Not now, but soon. The shark gecko is a type of bug that's found only in Uriah. And according to him, you would be able to find it in the Voltus region as well. Thank you for watching over my Rex. As his guardian, it makes me happy to see him with such dependable friends. He's great at charging straight forward towards his goal, but someone needs to make sure he stays on the right path. With you all there to guide him, I feel safe knowing he'll do all right. Oh, it's just something about the look on his face. I think he must have grown a lot in a short space of time. I can tell, you know, I was the one who raised him all these years. Promise me you'll take good care of my boy, all right? After Niall had different things to say when we talked to him as not Morag, I thought Corinne might as well, and sure enough she did. I learned something new today. That's a lot of heartwarming for one day. We'll look after him, he'll look out for us. You can count on that. Nia can only be engaged on Rex.
Showtime!
Love this new can-do side of you.
What's next for Nia?
Nia starts out already having a great deal of trust. Every single time in a heart-to-heart up to this point where I wrote no apparent gain, every single one of those was a heart-to-heart that would give more starting trust with Blade Nia, making her easier to raise. I tried being very careful about this, nudging you in the direction that it might have a benefit one day, and this is what it was. For those who want to discuss Nia in more public spaces or among people that have not finished the game, it is generally accepted within the Xeno community to refer to her as Catalyst. This is due to the name of her weapon. If I can take a slow moment here to talk about what I felt about everything. When I saw that scene in More Ardain where Nia was apparently nude and the others had a reaction to that, and they were just like, Nia, are you? And she was like, yeah, but keep it a secret. I thought Nia was going to be trans. It made sense to me both with that scene and the fact that she'd only been seen wearing loose-fitting jumpsuits. While she didn't end up being that in a literal sense, I feel like her character is very much a message for not living in fear and living as yourself, whoever that is. And while I myself am not trans, I could see that being an empowering message to all sorts of people who have felt like they had to live in fear in the past. For me, as somebody who was bullied a lot and ridiculed for the way I felt about a lot of things, Nia was a hero to me. And that's part of why she is my favorite character. I see her as the kind of character that would be empowering to others. But at the same time, because of all the grief and suffering that was brought because of who she was, and not being able to live with that, Van Damme is gone. And those scenes hit so differently when you're aware of this. No way does she not think of that every day. But now, we've brought out the best in one of our own and become the first to survive the Spirit Crucible Elpis to the end. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we're going to spend time with a certain water blade before we head off for the cliffs of Moritha. See you guys then. Oh, and to you, thank you for coming this far with us. We have many fun adventures in All Rest yet to happen even this far in.
When did it get so late?
Can we go to bed soon?